Welcome to the Raymond Igisha Technical Center. It is indeed a Sunday evening. It is the 21st day of May 2023. It is the AFL. It's a female league, and we welcome you on board. It is a blessed evening, a pretty warm evening here in the Valley Anguilla, and we welcome you to our broadcast. AI Live. I'm truly yours, the voice of choice, welcoming you to today's first encounter, a doubleheader Sunday, and indeed we are shaping up for what is expecting to be a really, really good day, a really blessed evening, and one fantastic day of football. It is the team from the East. We call them the EastEnders. They are up against the orange and black. And they are the youngsters. The youngsters taking on the EastEnders in what is expected to be a really, really good clash. We saw yesterday in a clash where well, indeed, at the end of today, football is going to win. No doubt about that. Football will win. But indeed, it is going to be what we are expecting to be a really, really good game between the EastEnders and the youngsters. So the EastEnders really looking good so far in the competition that they have. Number 2 and 3 goal scorers, the likes of Kaylee Duran and indeed Willett. And we are hoping that we are going to see some brilliance from them today. But I know for sure that the youngsters will have different ideas. So we are expecting a really, really good game, and so we encourage the teams to go well. Pray God that they will have a really incident and accident-free game. Go well, team. All the best. At the end of the day, football indeed will win. We welcome you back there. It's the EastEnders depth in black today. We are accustomed to see them in their red and black. They are depth in all black today. And the youngsters in a very bright, beautiful looking neon color, orange and black. So it looks like 4-5-1. Is that what they're playing? Or 4-4-2? So 4-4-2 is what they will be playing. The youngsters. Presently, the EastEnders, they stand in second position. They are on the same amount of points as the Superstars, but due to a goal difference, more healthier goal difference, they stand in second position. Whistle goes. EastEnders got a ball rolling. EastEnders kicking from right to left. From left to right, it's the youngsters. And so it's going to be a throw for the youngsters very early in the piece. Ball picked up there. Benjamin cuts it out. Ball goes into touch for another throw into the youngsters. And I have not seen the youngsters play it so far in the season. And this is their third game. The EastEnders, they have played 3 and winning two of their previous games. And they only lost game against the Superstars. The Superstars, they've already played 3 as well. And their last game at the hands of the Shining Stars. So as the table reads, and this was before yesterday, getting into today's game, it is going to look a little different. Going into today, the EastEnders sits in second place. The Diamond Queens, they sit at the top of the table. And they would have played 3 games so far. They have 2 wins and 1 draw. Has given them early lead. Has given them a lead by 1 point as a shot coming in here, and not going to do any harm to Hodge. Ball picked up. So EastEnders looking to come down the right flank. Ball is going to be allowed by Jenny to run to our keeper. No harm done, no damage done. Ball knocked wide. Toss for the ball. It's a throw in to the youngsters. Richardson. Sharice with a shot. Goes wide. I've not seen Duran and Willett on the ball just yet. And that will be the trouble for the back line of the youngsters. When Richardson, likes of Richardson, would they be able to stop Willett and Duran? We wait to see. We will run you through the starting lineup for the themes. The starting lineup for the youngsters. Read number 22, Tanika Woodley. That's Tanika Woodley, and number 22, and number 21 in goal is Esther Ward. Number 26 is Kiana Vanterpool. Number 8, wearing the captain armband, Shaquila Robney. Number 4 is Janika Richardson Fleming. Number 11 is Sharice Richardson. Shamika Lake is number 28. And number 10, the prolific striker of Adriana Connor. Tamia Brooks, number 15. And number 6 is Carissa Benjamin. And number 17 is Jadelcy Adams. Ball picked up there by Woodley. Richardson Fleming drives it forward. Woodley goes into touch. Should take it. Ball goes into touch off the boot of Connor. The starting lineup for the EastEnders, Amir Brown is number 15. Number 16 is Chevanique De Souza. Kaylee Duran is number 8. Number 6 is Sophia Gaskins. Number 19 is Jenny Gums. Captain and goalkeeper, number 1. That's Davia Hodge. Number 9 is Nakisha Marcel. Number 5 is Mindy Philip Webster. Number 11, Ashida Rogers. Sporting number 10 is on the ball, a prolific Tenasia Willett. Shot coming in there, long on, off target, from way out. Sharon York is number 20. As we run you through that, that's York, Willett, Rogers, Webster, Philip Webster, Marcel, Hodge, Gums, Gaskin, Duran, Duncan, D'Souza, and Brown. That's the starting lineup. And you indeed, we will be taking you through the action. As the ball is played forward. Long run here by Woodley. Woodley's going to get on to the end of it. She does. Woodley's a tussle for the ball. Ball across. Adriana. Oh. She gets it back. Adriana with a shot. Close down. That's offside. Offside call against Adriana. And so in the end, nothing coming off it. That was a good run. Good bill. Willett drives it forward. Romney is going to put it into touch. Oh no, she says, no, I don't have to. Yes, she does now. As we say, welcome to the man. Doc is in the house. It's Sunday evening. And we're all here covering the doubleheader. It's the first up. The EastEnders are taking on the youngsters. And up next, Doc, the big one is coming up at 8 in the p.m.
It is the Western Predators. Well, they'll be doing battle with the Diamonds FC. And the Diamonds, after that result yesterday, they'll be breathing a whole lot easier coming into this one. They just need to win their games, and they'll be third.
Yes, they must be breathing just like the Mumbai Indians.
Yes, indeed. That was a very good set of cricket matches this morning. That was the man, it's a Green for the Indians, who got that wonderful century. And then it was the Shubman Gill show after Virat Kohli scored. There were 3 centuries of the day. Virat Kohli scored 1 for RCB. Then it was the Shubman Gill show for Gujarat as they knocked out the Royal Challengers.
Look, championship is ours. You have to come and take it from us.
Also, maybe Rajasthan would get in, but Mumbai did what they had to do. I did expect an RCB loss. The loss did take them below Rajasthan in terms of net run rate. But Mumbai won, and Mumbai took the spot instead. You would have taken a miracle. You would have taken a loss by both Mumbai and...
There's EastEnders. Willett is in the 18. Durant is there. And, she took a year and a Sunday to get the shot off.
I don't think she even got the shot off. She tried to take a touch there, which was completely unnecessary. But it looks like...
It is a difference of strikers. It is a difference when you're not a striker. Had that ball gone on the boot of the number 8, you know what would have happened, Doc. Had that ball gone on the boot of Duran, she was letting it fly.
It was on her left boot as well.
She was going to let it fly.
Had it fallen to Kelly Durand, that would have been troublesome. Well, This defense for the EastEnders has been tested a bit thus far, but they have held up very well to the pressure applied by one of the best strikers in the league, Adriana Connor.
Richardson, Connor, Richardson Fleming drives it down for Woodley. Woodley can't control. Ball is going to run into touch, throw into the EastEnders. True taken. Duran. Too heavy a touch. And number 15 in the person of Brown was unable to keep it in play. So it's going to be a throw to the youngsters.
Well, as you did mention, yesterday it's been a real resurgence for the EastEnders defense, thanks in no small part to a resurgence by Mindy Phillips-Webster.
Mindy Phillips-Webster and Jenny Gunn. Jenny has been doing, it may go unnoticed, Doc. It may really may go unnoticed, but she has been doing a tremendous job. She has been doing a tremendous job for the youngsters in that back line.
Jenny, I think Jenny's improvement has come with confidence. She's got more confident playing as a central defender. And as her confidence has grown, she's been a lot more assertive in her decision making. And even though last season when she formed the partnership with Kadisha Harrigan, that was pretty solid for the EastEnders. This season it's been really a coming out party for Jenny Gums.
Indeed. I've not seen Harrigan in the starting lineup. Very surprising, but she may be the secret weapon for the half as new legs.
Yes, indeed. When you have that many defenders, you can't afford to sit one of your defenders if you want to get a goal and then bring them on later to try and hold out the lead.
Indeed.
Still goalless into the 14th minute of play. It can't remain goalless forever.
Doc, and one thing that I learned after leaving here last night was that it was really a celebratory session for Boston last night because yesterday was her birthday.
Well, she definitely had a party, and the REGTC was her dance floor. She completely lit it up as here come the youngsters. Boston, she is taking over the league lead for goals, but the person right behind her, the two persons right behind her,
and they are in action
tonight.
Up
front for the EastEnders right now.
And they are in action tonight. And so we will look to see if the thing about it, Doc, is that what Boston has going for her is that even after tonight, she will have a game in hand. Here is Willett. Willett with a cross. And straight to heavy touch. Durant was unable to get to the end of that one. And in the end, it goes into the arms of Ward.
Yes, indeed. It could have been troublesome, but couldn't make the most of that one there on that occasion.
Long ball upfield. Tussle for the ball. It's going to be cleared. And down the right flank. Dispossessed. Ball still with the EastEnders. Ball put through. Oh, Willett was not making that run. Not on the same page on that occasion. Ball cleared. Into touch by Romney. Shaquila Robney, captain of the youngsters. Here is Kaylee Duran with a cross, attempted cross, ball ricocheting off That looks like Benjamin, and goes over the goal line for a corner kick to the EastEnders. In the 17th minute of play we go. It's 0-0. The EastEnders sits in a second position, while the youngsters sit in 6th position. Youngsters coming into today would have played 2 games. They are yet to win a game. They have 1 drawn match and 1 loss.
It's not been a good start for the youngsters, who are usually a side that is troublesome, and they're still a side that's troublesome for every opponent they come up against, because they're a very tough side to face, very tenacious, and they also have a goal in them, whether it's from Adriana Connors, from Richardson, or even from Carissa Benjamin.
Carissa Benjamin, she is a troublemaker with her speed. And here comes Woodley with Jenny getting a boot in there, and that was an important boot.
Vital touch there by Jenny Gomes.
Webster gets that one clear now. And here come the EastEnders looking for the counter.
Kelly's frustrated, and rightly so. The pass should have gone to her out wide because there was no one back there who could catch her.
Footwork from a class player.
Yes, indeed. Veteran, very good player, Richardson. One of the best midfielders in this league.
And that is by far.
Yes, indeed. A lot of striking talent when it comes of purebred midfielders in this league. Not many come close to Richardson.
She has what it takes to hold up the ball and to make level-headed decisions. She's not rushed into making a decision. Richardson.
She's very composed and always calm, and reminds me a bit of the man Mata in that sense, that she's never rushed. She's always able to see what's going on around her and make her decisions very early.
Take this opportunity as well to welcome on board, welcome in the box, Christopher. It's a tussle that will be won by the black of the EastEnders. We haven't seen too much of Tanaja Willett in this encounter so far. Again, the EastEnders have not really gotten their ball progression up to the task as well. I heard Cleo Ham speaking about it when I was walking in. Coach Cleo, of course, of the EastEnders FC, former Kicks United boss as well. Veteran coach, knows what he's doing, very good at his job. The other side, you have a relatively young coach in Kareem Boris of the youngsters. But he does have some experience next to him. The man Fishy, he's a veteran of the game. Lions assistant coach as well. He definitely knows a thing or two about football. It's a very good move there. Very, very good move. Well, that's an interesting throw. Well, Amira Brown, I don't think that's legal at all. Here is Lake trying to get past Guns. Not going to. Should to be taken by Brown. Should taken.
That was a lot better.
And here comes
it's Lakeisha, I believe. Of course.
Marcel. Just walking in, we have seen her. She has some pace.
Again, the EastEnders, they are going to be without the talents of Ronisha Hodge for a while. The young lady Ning, very talented midfielder. A very talented player on a whole, able to play in midfield on the wing, at striker, very versatile, very fast as well. Her presence will be missed for the EastEnders.
Marcel getting that one into touch. It's going to be a throw into the youngsters. Richardson Fleming with the throw. Goes high. Tussle for the ball. Picked up by Woodley. Woodley drives it down the line. It's going to run close to the corner flag. Richardson, Mindy, Philip Webster gets it into touch. It's going to be a throw into the youngsters. Leak. Leak leaves it for Woodley. Woodley with the throw. Richardson. Woodley serves it in. Tussle here for the ball. Still, she's been dispossessed now, and they're going to look to come out with the EastEnders.
Here comes the youngsters, but rare moment of falls in that midfield from Richardson. It will be a goal kick. You can't really mention the EastEnders without mentioning their captain and goalkeeper, Davia.
She's been doing a tremendous job for the EastEnders.
Indeed, not a footballer by trade, really. Very similar in that respect to Raquel Cyril, that they were very late, a late bloomer. But when she started, she progressed very quickly, and she's become a very, very good goalkeeper. As here comes Woodley. Gives it straight to Brown. Brown finding Gums. As you were saying earlier, she's been a very great find. Very great pickup for the EastEnders when they needed some veteran presence in goal for a younger side. You need that experience, and Davia has provided it, and provided it in abundance. A younger side like the EastEnders, they do need a veteran presence. And again, you can look back towards Mindy as well. She was out with, well, she wasn't quite out, but she was just coming back from injury last season and was really a bit part player, but she's back healthy and back looking to her old self, back when she was playing with the Gazelles, if I remember correctly. I think it was with the Gazelles for Mindy.
York look the part. York, how well you know York, Doc? Footwork look really, really interesting.
Very interesting player, York. Don't know too much about her, but she does seem to have a bit in there, a bit of technical ability, as we like to call it. Four main criteria to judge footballers on. The technical ability is one of them. The technical ability, the tactical understanding, the mental fortitude. As this one could break you for Lakeisha.
She is offside. She is offside. I didn't have to be dead side on Doc to see that. She was way offside.
Lakeisha couldn't hold off her runner for long enough. Offside position. It will be a free kick to the youngsters. Halfway through this first half, well over halfway through this first half. Still goalless. We haven't had too many chances for either side in this one as well. It's been a very tense affair to start with. Both sides still trying to get early a foothold in this encounter. Throw taken down the line by Brown. The pass, it's Woodley. And bit of pressure being applied. Throw-in will go the way of, well, that Hilton on the line who waited to the very last second to make his mind up. And the decision went to the EastEnders. Lakeisha. Spraying one forward, looking for Adriana. Adriana, national team striker. A very technical player. And she has a very good shot on her as well, Adriana Connor.
She can indeed pong the ball from a fair way. And so Hodge would be mindful of that because she liked to use her box a lot. She plays very high at times.
Yes, indeed. She does tend to play very similarly to a former Kicks United, a keeper that Cleo would have coached. That's Jelani Lawrence. Both former Cleo goalkeepers and both national team goalkeepers as well. That's a good run and an even better challenge.
She had to be spot on. It was a good challenge, and she had to be spot on that one because I tell you what, that could have spelled some trouble. She was in the box.
She couldn't afford to get it wrong there and there, and she got it perfectly right. This will be a throw-in. It is Alt who is in the middle today, Carisia Alt. It does have a veteran presence on the line with in the man, Fortune Hilton.
And Levis Allen. The fourth being Shelley Williams.
Slid across. As again, stout defense being played by the EastEnders. Willett cuts a very frustrated figure up there. She hasn't done too much at all today to Nigel Willett. Hasn't gotten a chance really to break through the lines of this defense. It's two stubborn defenses really. It will be a difficult game for both sets of strikers.
I think what the EastEnders is lacking is the like of Harrigan, who is going to push that ball through, so that the likes of Willett and Duran can run onto it. We saw that Marcel would have played a similar role from the wing in the last game, but for some reason she's not allowed to do that today.
Yes, Karonique Harrigan, another young player, another youngster having a breakout season for the EastEnders. A very creative midfielder at such a young age. Former Superstars player, was a bit part player with them, went over to the EastEnders to get some more opportunities. And she has thrived for them. It's a very good move. Trying to slide it across here. And it's Kaylee Durand. Corner.
And likewise, Doc, you know, what is working against it? It's a very seasoned, experienced defense. And so the EastEnders are not given their way. You know, they were able to bully their way past the Gazelles because they had pace. They do have the pace over the Gazelles. And so they were able to bully their way past the Gazelles. It is not so with the youngsters.
Ball played in. Still bouncing in the area here, and eventually it will find, well, straight back to the EastEnders for a moment. Not the most convincing defending on that occasion, but it got the job done. Adriana. Down the line, looking for and finding Woodley. Woodley has some trouble there, and will find a corner in the end. Corner lets this one back to Richardson. Richardson going for a drive at the goal, blocked. Woodley. Richardson. Durand, a thorn in the side and winning the ball and winning it well. Just like Keisha White to use what she won't use her.
Extra touch too much. An extra touch. She had to give the ball to Marcel. She had to give it. She had to give it, run in the space because she was gone. There was no how Fleming Richardson would have been able to catch her. And so she should have given the ball to Marcel and then make the run. Things could have been so much different.
Romney does have pace back there for the youngsters, but Janeka Richardson Fleming doesn't have the most pace. And she was a defender on that side and would have left them 2v1 against Romney. And as good of a defender as Shaquila Romney is, I don't know if she would have been able to stop Kaylee Durand. Here's the aforementioned Romney.
Throw of miscommunication there between Gaskin and Willett. Ball driven forward. It's ball cut out again. It's with Duran. She lays it off too late. Block. York runs into trouble there. Gets it back though. Bong. Puts it into touch. Throw to the youngsters. Janika is going to take it. Throw taken. Brown knocks it forward only as far as Benjamin. Benjamin is robbed of the ball by Durand. Durand drives it wide. Cut out there. It's going to find Benjamin again, who finds Lake. Heavy touch. First touch deceives her. But it falls again to Benjamin. Benjamin again is confronted by Kaylee Durand. Driven forward. Loose ball. Driven forward by the youngsters. No damage done. Gaskin turns. Ball driven forward. Romney picks it up and drives it forward, but only as far as the midfield where it is. Gaskin down the right flank. She has help on the inside. Oh, still an opportunity. Ball goes high in the air. Goes out. It's for a goal kick. But she had an opportunity to get the ball across and to find her runners. Waiting was Willett. Waiting was Duran. Waiting was Marcel. But she just couldn't get the ball across. Brown. Being chopped down there by Lake. Forces her to give it away. Woodley. Looking to get past Brown. Does so well. Woodley looks to find Lake, but too heavy a touch. She's going to find Gums. Oh, good touch by Lake. Gets around Gums. Lake. Looking still Lake. Gets the ball across, but only to find Mindy Phillips, who puts it into touch and out for a throw into the youngsters. We are into the 36th minute of play. It's a 0-0. It's the youngsters taking on the EastEnders in the first game of a doubleheader Sunday. Oh, it is Super Sunday. Indeed, it is Super Sunday. It is the close of the weekend, and we have 2 games this evening. It is, right now we are seeing the youngsters taking on the EastEnders, and then our primetime game. A must-win game for Diamond FC as Diamond look to maintain their 3rd position, to hold that with a firm grip, that 3rd position. And they had one team that was really chasing them, and that was the Attackers. And the Attackers lost last night. So Diamond FC can really breathe tonight and play composed football. Have to take a victory over the Western Predators today and look to get the better of the Spartans FC in their final game of the 2nd round to earn themselves the 3rd place position. For the Attackers, they still have 2 games and 2 big ones though. The Roaring Lions still have to face the Roaring Lions and still have to face the big bad Ducks. So, not too much an easy road for the Attackers, but football is played on the day, and it's the team that shows up on the day who's going to win. Here is a good ball by Willard down to Gaskins, who gets across in, finds Marcel. Marcel handles the ball. Oh my, why did he do that? Marcel handles the ball on the edge of the 18 and could so easily been a shot. She also had Duran waiting in the box and just going to control the bounce of the ball. Free kick taken. Still 0-0. Marcel picks it up again. Gives it away. Put into touch. Rogers.
Throw to youngsters. Richardson Fleming throwing in the ball.
Duran lets it fly! Oh, it's a goal! In the 40th minute of play, Esther Ward let it slip from her grasp and into the back of the net, and it's goal number 1, the EastEnders. The EastEnders, it's a goal! Kaylee Duran is back with her scoring and shooting boot. From way out, she took the shot, and not the best of effort from Ward. Kaylee doesn't mind that. The EastEnders doesn't mind that. They are 1 goal to the better. In the 40th minute of play, it's 1-0.
I think the bounce that it took just before it reached Esther deceived her completely. She got down to her left, but the ball took a bounce, and she couldn't get enough behind it. She could only parry it into the far corner. And in the 40th minute of play, Kaylee Durand has put herself back atop, tied atop, and the female goal-scoring charts. What a battle this is going to be. What a race this will be. 2 young players coming to the fore and showing themselves to be very, very good young strikers. Kaylee Durand and this Rena Boston. And it's Durand who has gotten herself back atop the leaderboard, and she may not be done just yet. Well, I think I forgot how much of a party Desrina Boston had last night here at the RAGTC. I thought she scored 4. In fact, she scored 5. So Kaylee still has 1 goal to catch up with her, because Boston had herself an absolute show here at the RAGTC. 5 goals from one of the most talented youngsters in the region.
Throw, Brown with the throw. Marcel. Brown leaves it for York. It's going to be Adams just going to get a boat on it. It's Gaskin who holds it up. Gaskin looks up. Gaskin. York gets a bit off Benjamin. Gaskin lets it fly wide. Into the 43rd minute of play. This is a really good start for the EastEnders. One of the newest team on the block for the females. Ball crossed. Picked up by Duran. Willett looks for Gaskin. Can't find her. Benjamin. Put in by York. Tussler for the ball. Adams. Benjamin. Drives it forward. Looking for Lake off the head of Jenny. Ball pushed forward. She's offside. Lake is way offside.
She had started her run and then tried to stop, but before she could get back, youngsters regained possession and the ball split over to her, and she had no choice but to run behind it.
The referee didn't have to wait on the AR to call that one. She was so far ahead.
You may have fooled the referees yesterday without a veteran like Fortune Hilton. Of course, Diamond Queens would have scored, I believe it was their 3rd goal. Where was it? Camille Gums was pretty much offside. Not pretty much, she was very much offside.
Well, I think in the end, one would say justice was served. Here is a ball that can, Esther Ward playing the fool with the ball in the box. In the end, she puts it out, but it could have been goal number 2.
Very much so, had it fallen.
Doc, after going over what transpired in the box there, clearly, I did my investigation, and you would see where VAR, when you go back on VAR, you would see where the AR would have waved for the foul when the foul took place. It was right in front of the AR on his side. Also in the conversation, here is a ball that is pushed forward, but pushed into touch. And so a penalty would have been the most obvious. And that's the final whistle. And we'll take up that conversation in the second half, Doc. But for now, it is EastEnders enjoying the better of the possession and enjoying, indeed, the better on the score sheet. It is 1-0. 1-0. Goal coming in the 40th minute of play from the boot of the prolific Kaylee Duran, taking the EastEnders to break at 1-0 lead. After a few words from Doc, we are going to take you over to Master Control.
Good half of the EastEnders doing what they need to do to get themselves back atop the table. The Queens would have gone into last night atop of the female league after a drubbing of the Gazelles. The EastEnders, if this result holds, they go back top. It is 1-0 going to the halftime whistle. Kelly Duran, the goal scorer. We will join you back in about 12 minutes' time for more second half action, but for now it is back to Master Control.
youngsters standing in goal scoring so far for the league. Only second to the prolific Jaslina Boston. 1-0. Still a lot of football to be played. Game can go anywhere. Can be a draw. Can be a win for the EastEnders. But for sure, the youngsters will have something to say about that. And will have different ideas. 1-0 with the likes of Adrian O'Connor and Richardson. Can the answer to Duran and Willett? Do they have a cure for the EastEnders? The EastEnders are really hot, the peppery, they're spicy, and they are really playing well. 45 minutes to the played from time added. We are ready for the second half. And so too is out.
Welcome back to the REGTC. We're at the half. It was the EastEnders who had the advantage, a 1-0-0 advantage, courtesy of Kaylee Durand. Two substitutions have been made at the half for the youngsters. They did bring on 2 players. And they'll need to show their quality if they want to get back into this one, because they are fighting from behind and they have just the singular point on the season. Well, the EastEnders, if this result holds, they will go top to end this match week. The Queens do have a game in hand, but they would be 2 points behind if this result stays as is.
So, Jamaica Lake seem to be a player that has been substituted.
Yes. The EastEnders, there have not been any changes, and they're not necessary right now. They would look possibly to introduce likes of Harrigan, Kadisha Harrigan, later on in the game to stabilize them defensively. As good defensive work there by, look like Ashida, who got herself in there. Throw into the youngsters.
Do we have 228 for, that looks like 28. That looks like Richardson for, Joanna Richardson for the youngsters. So we need to have 2 number 28. Because Jamaica Lake, number 28, has gone off, substituted by 28, who is Joanna Richardson.
That doesn't shock me at all. It's the AFL. Strange is just another day.
Two 12s, 2 28s.
Oh, good work. A good attacking work by the youngsters. But the shot just trickles harmlessly wide.
And that's the new player that has come on. Is that number 10? Number 19. It's very much like number 19. And that will be
Isaacs?
It looks like Isaacs, yes.
Yeah, Isaacs.
Looks like Isaacs. So that's the that's a player who has come on.
That's a good ball. Well, a good idea for a ball. Doesn't find its intended target initially.
So it would appear that both Adams and Lake are the two that has been substituted. Lake and Adams, and they have been substituted for Isaac and Richardson.
All right, well, I've made this complaint for a while, but boy, do we need some monitors in here.
Oh, we indeed.
My eyes, I will admit, my eyes are terrible. I can't see too much across the field, especially the board across the field.
And what makes it very difficult as well is that some of the young ladies, they wear their hair down, and so they cover the numbers.
Can't quite see the number.
Yes. Numbers are very difficult to pick up at times.
The ball should have gone through to Kaylee. Tanija would have kept her head down.
But she was in an offside position though, so really it wouldn't have mattered because she was in an offside position.
Would have kept her head down and took an extra touch there. She hasn't had too much of anything to do today, Tanija Willett. Hasn't got the service that she would have liked, but that would come with the likes of Carney Carrigan being out.
Willett, oh, does well. You call her name, and here she come. Oh, that's a good ball by Willett. True. Picked up by first touch, oh, not good. It took taking too long. And here come Rogers down the left flank.
Good work there by Ashida. Very underrated player, Ashida Hodge.
I think by the time we have finished giving Parsons name,
Rogers,
names
actually. So we were both wrong.
I told you it was Rogers. I told you. I said Rogers. I don't know.
Luckily, you also off the mic. Millie, we need monitors. We need monitors badly. I just praised Ashida, and that's not good work at all. A goal kick. That's troublesome because that was a dangerous pass and she's breaking down into the area now. Still tussling, still fighting, but nowhere really for her to go. And ball went out, says the AR. The player tried to pick it up before this signal was made. She nearly got her hand stamped on. Sharice Richardson. So just booted upfield. It's back with the black of the EastEnders.
Oh, that's a good-looking ball there by Woodley. Woodley on the run. Woodley! Oh, she had an opportunity to slow it down, Doc. She had runners. She had time. And she went at it, and she just played it, got it wide.
Too much pace for her own good, Tanika Woodley. Going too fast. I couldn't bring it back down the gear to get it across. Went for an effort at goal.
Ooh, her first touch was superb. Just absolutely magnificent.
First time we've seen Tanika Woodley really get the burners on in this one. No, she has pace. Track athlete as well, Tanika Woodley. All the footballers there. And then go to all track athletes as well. Throw goes down the line. Just booted upfield. And a chance of the EastEnders to regain possession only momentarily as Woodley. Could you take that long touch again out wide? This time Amira Brown does well.
Throw taken by Woodley. Corner. Adriana Connor look to get around Brown, does so. Gets the ball across, and in fact, it goes behind the goal for a goal kick to the EastEnders. We're into the 54th minute of play. It's 0-0. It's 1-0, sorry, in favor of the EastEnders. Goal coming in the 40th minute of play. In the 40th minute of play from the boot of Kaylee Duran. Duran, who has been doing this? A really tremendous job thus far. Gaskin. Oh, she was looking for Duran. Rogers.
I think anytime I'm about to praise a player, or anytime I do praise a player, they always end up doing something.
I don't know, Doc. It is something about humankind.
I was just about to say I like the look of Gaskin, very tidy looking player. She just decided she's going to give the ball back to the youngsters. I do like the look of Gaskin. I mentioned very tidy, very clean, very neat player. Keeps it simple, doesn't try to expand the game, make a game expansive, and play outside of her limits. Knows what she can do and does it well. Game has really not given us too much to be excited about so far in the second half. 10 minutes into the second half, it's been really a pinball battle. This could be troublesome, because it is Kelly Durand, and Kelly is fast. Kelly gets past Kay Benjamin, tries to put one inside, but deflected, and Esther Ward can gratefully collect.
And to get past Benjamin is not very easy. She's fast, but Kaylee did that, and she it is as if she passed her in park.
Indeed, Kelly Durand, she has pace, a whole lot of it.
I just think if Kaylee stays with the game, Doc, if she stays with the game and develop, she can become one of the most troublesome finishers in the game in female football.
She has natural talent, that's for certain. And she has natural talent in spades. EastEnders throw. Well, Hilton had his flag pointed the wrong way, because from up here, I could clearly see it took a youngster's deflection and Carisi all agreed. Oh, it is youngster's ball. It's taken early. That's good defending there by Mindy Phillip. And it will be a goal kick. Half hour to go. Well, just over a half hour, about 33 minutes to go in this one. It is still just the 1-0. We're coming in the 40th minute of play for the EastEnders. Having themselves, well, not just their coming out party. It's been a coming out party for them and the Diamond Queens. And one of the two sides will end the day top of the league. One of the two of them will end the day top of the league. In a league that has been dominated by the superstars for as long as I can remember. I've been watching this league for a while. As long as I can remember, it's been superstars, it's been gazelles, it's been shining stars. Now, the EastEnders, the Diamond Queens, two of the newer sides in this female league.
Oh, that's superb work done there. Oh, and this can even be better. This can even be better. Oh, this can even be better, Doc. Brilliant save there by Esther. But Esther put it on a show.
Well, we hope it's a show, because Esther has struggled with injuries for a while. She's been dealing with a number of injuries to the leg. She does seem to be holding, and she went down a bit awkwardly. Did go down a bit awkwardly, still sliding body first. She went down really legs first. Completely able to continue. Let's just hope the mic didn't pick that one up. Long ball, long searching ball. Ward ambles over and collects. Just gives it straight back to the EastEnders. Good work, the good reading of the play there by Connor. Now Benjamin. Benjamin tries to play one down the line. Janae comes with some good defending.
On that occasion, I think she took a touch too long. She received the ball. You saw that clearly she was making the run. All you had to do was serve it over the top, and also she was making the run. And that is actual blessings.
No, that's Angolan rain. That's Angolan rain right there. That's not, I don't know how much blessings you can call that, because the rain started
and it stopped as soon as
20 seconds ago, and it's done.
Luck, it is blessings. It is something that you could not have done.
It's Angolan rain. That's what you can call it.
And if you get water and you go up in the air and throw it down, it is still God's rain. It's God's water, so it's rain. It's a blessing. It's a free kick for the youngsters. It's Richardson. Oh, that's a good free kick, and into the back of the net. It's a magnificent free kick in the 68th minute of play. It's a goal. The youngsters are back even on even term. That's a magnificent. That you cannot blame a goalkeeper for that. Skimming from the underpart of the crossbar and into the back of the net. Absolutely unsavable.
I don't know if there's a better midfielder in this female football league than Sharice Richardson, and she showed her quality and her class on that occasion, kissing the underside of the crossbar and nestling in the net beyond the reach of Davia. Not much anyone could do about that. It looped, it dived, and it nestled beyond the line. And Sharice has brought the youngsters back onto level terms.
Doc, I'm going to ask any one of you to be as brave and to call this one. Be it you or Christopher. Give me the scoreline.
1-1. 1-1. I don't see the youngsters creating too many chances, but the EastEnders aren't quite doing enough offensively. You're sensing a bit of frustration. The likes of Tenaja Willett, as they have been quieted right down by this stout youngsters' defense.
Christopher, prediction?
I'm thinking that EastEnders may probably try to up it a bit and probably end the game with 2-1.
All right. So there you hear it. A draw, 2-1 victory for the EastEnders. I'll predict the next game.
Well, I think anyone could predict that next game. I'll just call it from now. I don't think the Predators have enough in the tank to handle this Diamond side.
Football, just like cricket, is a game of glorious uncertainty.
Glorious uncertainty. You never know. No one would have thought.
Real Madrid would got to get 4 from from City.
Same Predator side, no one thought they would beat the Spartans, because just 2 weeks before, the Spartans played their youngsters against the Predators. They started all of the youngsters and put 3 past them. But then the Spartans, with their more experienced players on the field, lost 4-3. Well, you can you can't quite ever count out this new Predator side because Kern Caddy, very good young player, he is.
And the Woodley and Woodley Richardson, I think,
Yes.
they are good. They didn't play the last game, but they really looked at the part when they played the previous game. I'm telling you, they really looked at a different side, a completely different side.
Yes, Alcindor has a lot of pace as well.
Oh.
Bailey's a good player. Felipe Joseph has some quality. Have a solid side, the Predators. Of course, you can't look past the man Mata and Manny Amity, as well as Speedy Brooks, the captain. They have a decent side. The Western Predators, they just are never really able to put it together aside from one game each season. They did it last season when they played. It was the Uprising, I believe, in the D League, and they beat the Uprising, which put them out of contention for winning the developmental league. They just seem to put it together for one game every single season.
Just don't know which one of the Predator teams will show up tonight.
They did it in their first season when, well, you can't quite say it was the same Predators because they had some great quality, a good forward line of Kevin Carty, Moses Madrigal, and the man Sherman Anthony. And Sherman had himself a field day against the weakened Spartans defense in the first season of Predators' existence when they came out with, I think it was 3-1 victory, if I remember correctly. And then last season, they would have beaten the Eagle Claw, and then they would have beaten the Uprising. And then this season, it was the Spartans yet again.
I saw the flag went up there. And my question would be, Doc, for what? The flag went up. My question would be, for what?
If you're the referee, you referee. If you're the AR, you assist the referee. I won't say anything more because I'm tired of the referees being on my back. I am sick and tired of the referees being on my back, so I won't say anything more than what I've just said.
Well, Doc, you know what? You know what? One of the persons that I admire well in commentaries, it is the most controversial commentator there has ever been. And there will ever be. And so he is the man that I pattern many times that, you know, when you are in commentary, or once you speak the truth, and you say it the way you see it, it's the way you see it, it's the lens you're looking through. And so, I can't see through the lens you're looking through as a referee. I can only speak from what I'm seeing through the lens I'm looking through as a commentator.
Yes. And
so I call it the way I see it.
We have seen one of the greatest commentators in West Indian cricket history, Fazia Mohammed, he's been nearly blackballed from West Indies cricket because he is one who is not afraid to say it exactly as he sees it. Love to hear Fazia Mohammed commentate.
I love to hear Faz. I love to hear Faz. But I don't think that he can better the man out of Jamaica.
If you speak about Caribbean commentators, you just can't look past Tony Cozier either. What a legend Tony was.
The man, whistle gotta go right away. The whistle gotta go right away. And medics gotta be on the field. Straight in the face of Connor. Mikey Holden, the man himself.
Well, if there was one commentator that can say anything and get away with it is Michael Holding. He's one of the best cricketers to grace a cricket pitch, one of the best bowlers in cricket history. And that is an intimidating man.
Man, Michael Holding from Jamaica.
I wouldn't have gotten a chance to meet him. Got a chance to meet a few of the other legends I would have played with, the likes of Gordon Greenwich. I would have met Desmond Haynes as well.
But those are persons that you would have met right here.
I would have met Colin Croft here as well.
You know, I don't
Just
like
didn't get the chance to meet Mikey Holding. I met Curtly Ambrose here as well.
Courtney Walsh, Richard Richardson, and
Indeed.
the likes. They all grace us shows at some point. And even after their retirement, they would have been here when we celebrated 50 years. And so
I've met the great man Viv Richards over in Antigua. Met him in his stadium, the Viv Richards Cricket Stadium. Met him and Rakeem Cornwall here together.
you know, I had the privilege of meeting a number of our legends, and well, it is good to see Connor back on her feet. She's leaving the field on her own. That is a good sign. Doesn't seem like there is any blood. Esther Ward goes down as well, and she too will receive medical attention as we watch the DFC team going over to their warm-up era. There is going to be a substitution. Brooks. Is it Brooks? Oh, no, that is a substitution for the... It's Brown. Is it Brown? Brown leaving. Isn't that a surprise, Doc? Brown is leaving. It is for the diminutive figure of the one that we want to see.
It's Karanique.
We want to see, but it is so very surprising.
And actually, it isn't. I can see Coach Cleo's thinking as well. You want a goal, get your creator on the field.
Yes, but for me, I'm not sure I would have, and this is just the way I'm looking at the game right now. From looking at the game right now, I'm not sure I would have taken off Brown.
Brown was doing well against Woodley out there.
Yes, and that is exactly my point. It is exactly my point why I wasn't going to take her off. But as coaches, we know our players best.
Indeed. Now, this is completely off topic from what we're talking about right now. But really, I have to ask, is there not a limit to how many substitutes you can have on your bench? Because Diamonds FC have come with an army here today.
I am not having a conversation with you, Doc. Doc, I am not having that conversation with you. I remember when Spartans had their entire bench filled.
You couldn't find seats.
Coach could not sit down at all.
Couldn't find seats.
He had to stand for the whole game, and not because he wanted to stand, but because there was no seat on the bench.
There was nowhere to sit. But goodness me, Diamonds FC, it's a sea of white over there on the far side. Well. Diamonds have come to play. I've counted about 19. And that's just with a quick count. Don't even know if the Predators have a full side yet. They haven't come out to warm up.
And we are seeing some of our visiting friends in the park. Some of our visiting friends from neighboring St. Martin who would have come to our shows for the Starters Invitational in St. Martin. We have on our islands, we also have persons from Antigua and Montserrat who would have graced our shows for the 7th year of Starters Invitational. There was a break for the COVID. There was a break for COVID for 3 years. but the status invitational was indeed the highlight of this weekend. We today also had the Angola Day cycling race. Who won that race?
I think it was Delroy Carty would have taken the win in that race today. I didn't see all of it, but I did catch a glimpse down towards the end. I know that it was Darren and Delroy who were battling, and I think Delroy would have taken the win today.
Really didn't follow the cycling. I think the sun yesterday had the better of me. So it's a bit fatigue. And so after coming from church, had a bit of a rest. So players resumed.
Well, it really is good to be a goalkeeper. You can get treatment, and you don't have to leave the field.
Well, the game cannot be played without a goalkeeper.
Well, technically it can, because the Diamond Queens FC played an entire game yesterday without a goalkeeper.
You are very scandalous, young man.
I know not well. Did you see her? I don't think anyone saw her. She could have laid
Ball
in the
played too
grass.
nicely. Here is Gaskin down the right flank. Has Romney for company. Ball goes over the goal line. It's going to be a goal kick. And the reason why, in that build-up, the reason why Willett did not get the ball to Kaylee, it was because she was in an offside position. And she read the play well. She read the play well and recognized that she could not have a pass the ball to Duran. So she played it wide for Gaskin. Gaskin was heavily marked. Ball put into touch by Richardson. There are some simple things that can show the whole game and the whole build-up of that.
The timing of runs is crucial.
Very crucial.
One goal apiece. One goal apiece. Coming up on 15 minutes or 14 minutes left in this one. Well, if this result stays as is, the Queens, well,
The EastEnders will go back
Oh.
top of the table.
it will. The Queens scored 8 yesterday. That's correct? They scored
9 yesterday.
They scored 9 yesterday. The Diamond Queens, their goal difference would be at 10. And they'll be tied on points with the EastEnders on 7 right now. So I think the Queens.
No. If they win today, the EastEnders will go.
If this result holds as it is,
Yeah, indeed.
then the Queens will go into next week top of the table.
With a game in hand.
This result, this weekend as a whole, has been results that have gone in favor of the Diamonds
corner.
family.
Yes.
The Diamonds FC got the result they wanted yesterday when the Limers put the attackers to the sword. And now, today, this result is doing well for them as well if it holds as is.
With 13 minutes plus, well, that's about 12 minutes plus to play in this game. Here is the EastEnders ball cleared, but only as far as Mindy. Mindy finds Willett holds it up. Willett, oh, good tackle coming in there by Romney. And she's screaming, asking her players to get forward. Willett again, it's still Willett. Willett, again, it's Romney has to intervene. Ball put wide by Connor. Here comes Woodley. Is a throw. A throw to the EastEnders. To taken. Marcel getting wrong. Oh, tussle there. Marcel getting the better of Jamaica. Throw to the EastEnders. The EastEnders are pressing again. They are pressing again. They have found some new strength, some new vigor, and they are pressing again. Oh, I heard Christopher said that they are a resurgent team, and they will look to really find some fire in the last couple of minutes and fire one past Esther. Can this be so? A player goes down. Medics has been called. That looks to be Charisse. That looks to be Richardson, yes.
The youngsters may be running out of gas here. They may just be running out of gas. Coming down to these last 10 minutes. It's been a hard-fought game. They've been stout defensively, and Charisse has gotten them the goal that they've needed. The question now is, can they hold on? They've done everything right for 80 minutes. They just need to hold on for the last 10, plus whatever is added, whatever will be added, because we've had a number of stoppages due to injury. Can they hold on? Or will it be another situation of the Eagle Claw, where they defend for 90 minutes and give it away after 90?
I don't think there is another team in the league like the Eagle Claw. The Eagle Claw is special. They are just special.
I don't think there's another team in the world like the Eagle Claw.
3 consecutive games. How could you lose 3 consecutive games in extra time?
Once it's unlucky, twice it's unfortunate, but 3 times it's just it's completely unprecedented.
No. We have to go and look for. We have to make up a word for that, Doc.
That's 3 in a row and 4 on the season. To give away.
Unbelievable.
There's something in sports that you call being clutch. When the chips are down, when it matters most, how do you perform?
Yes.
Well, the Eagle Claw, they do not have the clutch gene at all.
I tell you.
What a team they are. Son of characters. Completely embodied by the spirit of Naldo.
But I tell you something, Doc. On a serious scale, something has to be wrong. Because it happens once, it happened twice. It must be something that you're doing that is wrong. That you have to go back to, I've had to go back to the drawing board and correct. Well, Doc,
is there a drawing board?
I'm not sure. Well, the Western Predators has a norm of not warming up. And today we are only seeing some 3 players warmed up for them.
Well, I don't say 3 players warmed up because Speedy lumbered over and he's lumbering back. I don't know how warm Speedy is. Well, then, that's a face I haven't seen for a while for the Diamonds FC. It's not 43 anymore. It's 86, according to Linton. He's no longer 43, he's 86.
I am not having that conversation with you and Linton.
Not my words, his head coach's words.
I am not having that. My name is Millington. Thank God. I'm not having that conversation with neither of you. Oh, there's a ball that is played through. Richardson Fleming puts it out, and a player goes down again. Oh, it is Charisse. Is it Charisse again? Don't tell. No, Charisse is on the sideline waiting to come back on. And that's the number 8. That is that the captain? That's Shaquila. It looks like the captain, Shaquila Romney. And she is grimacing in pain. Grimacing in pain there. And that doesn't look good. Hope it's just a cramp.
Or is it professional time wasting?
It could definitely be, but it really didn't look that way. It looked like she pulled up.
She has run her heart out for 83 minutes. That was substitute warming up, or is that's Charisse, I believe, lumbering back over, waiting to come onto the field. One goal apiece. I did predict the draw. Looking very much like that right now.
Looks very ominous.
Neither team really, well, it sounds like trying to push the tempo, but they're not troubling Esther at all. As medics are giving treatment. Well, Billy, you put us on the spot. Now I'm putting you on the spot. Score prediction for the next game.
Doc, you cannot ask me a score prediction before the game starts.
Yes, I can. Because you do it to me all the time, so I'm going to do it to you now.
All right, score prediction for the next game. I'm going to give it a 6-2 scoreline, Diamonds FC. Diamond FC.
6-2? You don't trust the Diamonds defense to hold out against Predators? Predators always have a goal in them. Kern Caddy is so
exactly why I
fast.
said 6-2.
Kern Caddy
Diamond
is
FC.
very fast.
You know, Coach Nigel Linton does some very strange thing at times. And so it won't be surprising for me if he starts with his best team, try to kill the game off very early, especially in the first half, look to kill the game off, and then asks his younger players to finish the job in the second half, as to why I give it a 6-2.
If it's one thing you can never call Coach Linton, it's predictable. No part of his game plans are ever predictable.
Offside is called against Kelly Duran. But that is a very tight call. Is there VAR around? Do we have VAR available? Because the ball came across and came off one of the youngsters player. Offside.
Well, they're learning. Referees, they're learning on the job. Some of them.
Hilton. Well, if Hilton is still learning on the job, I say no more.
I didn't call a name. I said they're learning on the job.
I say no more. I didn't say anything, Doc. I didn't say anything.
We have to always backtrack our statements. We have to always defend those statements.
I did not say anything. That's what I said. That's all I'm saying.
As I said, I am sick and tired of the referees being on my back. And the message is never transferred directly from the referees. They always come through a second source. They don't come and tell Doc. They tell so-and-so to tell Doc to get off our backs.
Get another questionable call. The ball doesn't tell lie. The ball never lies. Never lies. It was first and foremost to the youngsters. Koenig picks it up. Koenig dispossessed by, but she gets a boot in again. And Duran. Willett puts it across. Shot goes wide. Gaskin. Good effort, but puts it wide.
Good, just not good enough. She needed to drive it back across goal, back across Esther Ward. It said sliced it a bit. Didn't get the connection required.
Stuff is taking a liking to that left leg, back of her calf. Tussle for the ball. Willett wins it over Richardson. And Richardson Fleming gets it away. But only as far as...
Well, the drive is nowhere near its intended target.
York it was who was taking that shot, but it came to nothing. We are into the 89th minute of play. It's 1 goal apiece. Who is going to come out on the right side tonight? Will it be Dr. Mandak with a 1 goal apiece draw? Will it be Christopher in the dying moments of this game? We wait to see. Or will it be Millington who said from the start football will win?
That is the most presidential answer there is. That's a politician's answer. Millie, I think there's a political party up there that's waiting on you.
Here comes Woodley on the run. Woodley. After making all that brilliant run, Doc, you needed to counter something.
For the second time, she's done that. Used her pace well, but couldn't slow it down enough to do something of use with the ball. She just drove it straight at the keeper.
Benjamin can't get past Philip. Philip can't get past Richardson, goes into touch. We wait to see what the fourth will say. The fourth is going to say 3 minutes. Oh, my. I did not see 9 minutes on the clock.
Well, I guess it...
We had some breaks. We had a break, 2 from Esther. We had a few minutes, but 9 minutes. Ooh.
We had Adriana's head injury. We had Sharice who was down.
Yes,
Esther had a couple.
We had Romney who was down.
Millie, I'm done trying to count the other time because after yesterday we played 2 halves and 1 half. I'm done counting at a time. Whenever the referee blows the whistle, that's when the game is over.
You are not a referee. Oh, here is Kelly. Oh, a cute angle she took it at, and in the end was unable to really wrap the boot around that one as Esther puts it out uselessly.
Well, I don't think that was a mistake because Esther turned that way
and kicked the ball straight out. But with the 9 minutes to play, it's still a lot of football. There is going to be a substitution. It is Gaskin who gives way to... No. Is that Hodge? No. That's number 17, and that will be Gums. That's Gums. Aliana Gums making her way on the field for Gaskins. Fresh legs for the next 9 minutes for the EastEnders. Oh, how did York get through there?
Well, she just barged and pushed and shoved her way through. Put the ball there, and she made sure she got past everyone that was in her way.
One goal apiece. Still 7 minutes remaining in this game. Tussle for the ball. It's going to go into touch. It's going to be a throw into the youngsters. Brooks. It is with the throw. Harrigan finds Willett. Oh, you are seeing Willett on the ball so much more now since Harrigan has come on the field. It's what we said, Doc.
Karenik is the creator. She gets everyone involved. We've seen Kelly Duran have some opportunities as well. I like Kearney Carrigan a lot because
And Esther goes down again.
she's young, but she makes up her mind very quickly.
2 players are down.
It's like Charisse. who's, back
Charisse
down
seem to
again.
be cramping up. Charisse.
Is it cramp? Is it?
Time wasting.
She's a veteran, Charisse. She knows what she's doing.
Well, if they know the man Harden, if they would have gone to his university, of course.
No better professional time waster than the man Harding. And he does it in such a way that it's really just impossible to say that he's not injured. Because the times that he picks to do it, they're the most unorthodox times, whereas you will see time wasting usually happening late in fixtures. He'd take a seat around the 64th minute. He'd take a seat around the 70th minute. Professional football is what you would call that. Professional footballer. Back in his younger days, flying down the wing for the
Remember
Salsa
that-
Ballers and the Diamonds FC.
Doc, remember, it is not me who said that. It is you.
It is me.
I echo
Harding,
your-
if you want, you can come for me. You can message. The medics are off the field. And I guess the throw will be EastEnders ball. Well, they're appealing for something. I don't know. But both signals were for the EastEnders.
Yes.
I guess they may want to throw over. Because if they were calling the second one that went out of play, it clearly came off an EastEnder. And as you say,
Initial throw was EastEnders throw.
yes, but then when they took the throw, it bounced off an EastEnder shirt and went out of play again. But they both called it for the EastEnders yet again.
It is
The ball doesn't lie.
Charisse who has gone down again. The substitution will come. Is it going to be for Charisse? She
I would hope so.
definitely needs the help and the help going off.
I would hope it's for Charisse because she can barely move.
It can't be for someone else. So Charisse is leaving the field. Throw taken. Play resumed. Substitution has been made. It's the number 25 for the youngsters who has make her entrance. Number 25 is Samuel, Claudia Samuel.
Then the 90th minute. 1 goal apiece. The youngsters have held on. They've clung to a draw here. Now it's been a keenly contested affair.
It's not done, Doc. It's not done.
There's 30 seconds on the clock. And it's a ball sprayed over the top, but Davia.
To experience. And this is what we got from Cyril. You have a game that is right now 1-1. It is not a must-win game for you.
Take the point. Take your
Take
time.
the point. Keep the ball for yourself. You have 6-second rule in the game.
That is rarely, if ever, called. Well, I say that there's one of the most famous refereeing calls that happened in Anguillan football. It was Josiah John.
I'm not having a conversation with you now.
No, I will have because me and John are very good.
I am not having a
Very good
conversation
friends,
with
me
you.
and John.
Josiah John is a police officer. I'm not calling his name. That's offside.
Well, if John goes and gets the cuffs, he'll have to lock me up.
I am not calling Josiah's name.
A bit too late for that. You're an accessory to the crime, Millie. We are into the 100th minute, just about.
And that may be the final bit of action we're going to see in this encounter.
I think the referees like these games a bit too much. We're seeing a whole lot of footballing action. We're into the 100th minute of play.
And the clock cannot go for more than that.
Go past 99. So when it hits 99, it goes back to 0. That's a good ball. It's a good touch as well. But she's been forced wide, and she gave herself too much work to do.
It was heavy. It was a very heavy touch. It was a very heavy touch, and so it was really, really a difficult ball for her. But that is going to be that.
I would hope.
Ball kick.
Well, I don't think Carissa Alt is done enjoying this one just yet.
Well, there was 9 minutes added. The 9 minute has been played, but remember there was also a stoppage during that time, and she said, you know what, I'm playing back that time too.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. Goodness, these games have gone on long. The players that were warming up for the Diamonds FC will get cold again.
That's it.
Well, Carissa added another minute. Well, that's all she wanted. The game has been decided. It will be a draw. Sharice coming up, chump in the second half with a very good free kick for the youngsters to earn them a draw after Kaylee Durand got herself on the score sheet yet again. Yet again, it was Kaylee Durand. Player of the match,
York.
it will be York. York, the player of the game for the EastEnders. Final scores in this one: EastEnders 1, Youngsters 1. We will join you in just a few minutes' time. We will have the Diamonds FC coming up against the Western Predators in our prime time fixture. But for now, we'll take you back to Master Control.